I've always believed that cars have a soul, an emotional connection between man and machine. My whole life I've been fascinated by fast cars. Not just utility cars like people who drive around in Hyundais and Kias because they want to buy the cheapest car just to get from point A to point B. I want something that stirs passion.
Originally from Hong Kong. It's part of China. I want to say I'm kind of born and raised that way. Started with the little AA battery cars all the way to putting a gasoline in there. And my great-grandpa was in the train business. My dad is actually very into motorcycle. It puts me in the automotive field just because that's what I've seen and heard.
When I was younger, way before I even had a license to drive, I really wanted to get involved in some kind of racing. So I got involved in motocross and motorcycle racing, and my passion grew more and more. Then when I turned 16, I was old enough to turn pro. I left on my own in a van with some bikes and went out on the nationals circuit and raced nationals and supercross races.
With me is a fella who should know. His name is Kevin Gilchrist. He has earned his way into a qualifying moto by placing 5th in one of the pre-qualifying motos held just a few minutes ago. Kevin, what's the track like out there?
It's a real mess, mud all the way.
Is there any particular spot that's worse than the rest of it?
Well, the Honda Himalaya is going to give him a show tonight.
Okay, Kevin, thanks very much for being us. Good luck in the qualifying. Yeah. So that's it. As you can see,
now that I'm older, I went from like 2 wheels to 4 wheels, and the same thing. I really love open wheel racing. I love IndyCar racing. I love Formula One racing.
A business like that is quite different than others because you have every day different. Unlike a restaurant or maybe other retail business, when we are busy, we just don't even have time to pick up a glass and drink a water or even go grab a coffee or something. Sometimes we can get done in and out 6, 7, 8 cars a day. That's the craziest I have ever had. And this is from small thing like a tire pressure all the way to, a big job, a clutch, transmission swap, engine swap. We have seen a lot. That's how our day. So it's very hard to say. Sometimes it could be very, very busy. Sometimes it could be a quick in and out.
The Concours Auto Show is a really cool, more than just a car show, more than a cruise-in. It's different models and years of cars coming into classes and competing for the best judged car by its appearance, its cleanliness, its uniqueness. By the time the show kicks off into full gear, there's millions of dollars worth of cars parked on the streets. One of the greatest parts I enjoy about the show is actually bringing my family and having my family involved. I love having my wife and my kids there, and having their support and their involvement makes it that much more special to participate in. Judging at the Concours show is broken into different divisions. The division I was in was called Street Concours, where the judges just review the exterior and interior of your car. The judges were a little stricter than I expected on my car. I spent a lot of time scrubbing my car and I thought it was spotless.
Thank you for bringing the car.
I ended up finishing 3rd place, actually a close 3rd place. I cleaned all the rims, all the brake dust, all the brake calipers. But she actually was talking about the rubber of the car. She rubbed her hand on it and showed me it was black. But I don't. The full concourse is the toughest class, and the judges actually wear white lab coats. And these judges, they fully go through the engine, the trunk, the interior, the exterior, actually underneath the car. They go through the chassis, they go behind the wheels, they go underneath, behind the bumpers, they go in the engine compartment and feel around the actual compartment itself as well as the engine. Very, very serious, and it's top-notch judging. It's more for an actual show car that sits on a pedestal.
I know one thing for sure. When you're passionate about cars, like me, a person like me also particular, the way they want to be done, the way customer want. We're so particular, so picky about things that we want the way to be done, but a lot of us don't have the experience, a lot of us don't have the environment, a lot of us don't have the knowledge. I believe there's a lot of people like me out there, but no one tells them that's the right way to go. And I believe the customer come here because they're the same as me, very passionate about it. They don't afraid to trip, they don't afraid to lose, but they want to know the truth. We so enjoy doing it, it's so busy, and sometimes when you see great customer, you know, they're really loyal, they come here, they trust you, they put their real baby on you. When something like that, you appreciate when you open the gates, there's already customer lining up, you know, you see them right at the gates waiting to see you. Look at the brakes. If you see anything else weird hanging down, I want you to notify me.
Do you want me to lift it up?
Not necessarily, I won't say.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks, man. Of course. Take care. I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Alright. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Yep, take care.
I do maybe baby my cars, or some people refer to it as a garage queen. I drive my car and then I bring it back, and even before I put it in the garage, you know, I wipe down around the wheel wells, I wipe the brake dust off the wheels, I look for any bugs, I wipe that off. I put it in the garage, and then I even cover it in the garage to keep the dust off it. I worry about all those little details. I really care about the cars, and I worry about the wear and tear actually driving them.
Yeah, I saw your payment came in. Yeah, there's a few things that we did. We don't have a lot of 10 years in our life. And every 10 years, a different stage. It means totally different power and your energy. If you tell me to start something now, from ground zero, I probably feel a lack. You know, I'm just glad I did it because I would not regret. You really prepare to sacrifice a lot for something you really love. At that moment, you will know how to prepare for something you love turn into your life.
A good vehicle always delivers on your needs, but a great vehicle stirs the emotions and offers something often lacking, which is passion.
I had over 60 titles under my name.
Started with my very first car, which was a 1968 Mustang.
Some of them are newer, some of them are older.
Floorboard was so rusted out, it had holes.
Motorcycle.
I customized a Ford Econoline van.
Off-road.
I could live in that van with my dog and have a motorcycle go racing around the country.
I had a few European cars.
And then I really liked Steve McQueen, just like my shirt, and the movie Bullet. And I wanted to build a fastback Mustang like he had.
Japanese American muscles.
The AMX was a very unique car.
I had a few BMW and the Mercedes before.
And then my latest, the Porsche Cayman.
I didn't buy them for other reason besides I want to know what they are.
I'm sure there's more in my future. Maybe someday I'll do a DeLorean. Those are really cool.